Hey, welcome, welcome. All right. For those who do not know me, my name is Lysandra Everett. I am the Home Biz Tax Lady and principal owner of Everett Tax Solutions and ETS Tax Relief. And with today's video, I want to talk about the penalties that the IRS is going to be abating for us, y'all. Okay, check this out. So the IRS released a press release yesterday, and it says that the IRS is going to help taxpayers by providing penalty relief on nearly 5 million 2021 and 2022, 2020 and 2021 tax returns, and restart the collection notices. So there's the good news and then there's the bad news. So what happened is during the pandemic, they stopped the collection process, right? Because, we already know what happened during the pandemic. And so now they're going to be restarting those collection efforts. And in the process, they're also trying to provide some relief to the taxpayer. So they suspended mailing the automated reminders of overdue tax bills starting in February of 2022. And they would have normally been followed by, the IRS sends letters. They got a whole litany of them. And so now what they're doing is saying, hey, we know we stopped those letters, but we got to start back. So in order to make it not so bad, we're going to take care of some of these penalties. And so that penalty amount is going to be roughly about $1 billion. And most of those receiving penalty relief make under $400,000 a year. So the penalty relief is automatic. There is nothing that you need to do there. And so they are waiving the failure to pay penalties. Now, that does not mean the interest is going away. They can abate the penalties. So they are going to automatically adjust the accounts, and they're going to start with individual accounts in December, and then January they're going to get to business accounts, and then trust, estates, and tax exempt organizations are going to be in February, early March. And so and it's also saying that nearly 70% of the individual taxpayers receiving penalty relief have an income under $100,000 a year. Now, if you have already paid those penalties for 2020 and 2021, you're going to get those refunded to you, or get that refund applied to a different year. So it says the penalty relief only applies to eligible taxpayers with assessed tax under $100,000. Eligible taxpayers include individuals, businesses, trusts, estates, and tax exempt organizations that filed certain forms 1040, 1120, 1041, and 990T income tax returns for years 2020 or 2021 with an assessed tax of less than $100,000 and that were in IRS collection notice process, or were issued an initial balance due notice between February 5th, 2022 and December 7th, 2023. The IRS also notes the $100,000 limit applies separately to each return and each entity. The failure to pay penalty will resume April 1st, 2024 for taxpayers eligible for relief. So it also says that people that are not eligible for automatic relief also have options. There are penalty abatement processes already in place. There is a first-time penalty abatement process that you can apply for, but it's just certain, like for reasonable cause, and there are certain criteria for that. And it says if the automatic relief results in a refund or a credit, individuals and business taxpayers will be able to view their tax transcript, and the IRS will send the first round of refunds starting now through January 2024. If the taxpayer does not receive a refund, a special reminder notice may be sent with their updated balance beginning early 2024. So this is really great news. If you have tax debt that's not paid, reducing those failure to pay penalties is awesome. And so Danny Werfel, the current IRS commissioner, he said that the IRS wants to help taxpayers and provide them easy options to deal with unpaid tax bills and avoid additional interest and penalties. People receiving these notices should remember that there are frequently overlooked options that can help them set up an automatic payment plan or catch up with their tax filings. Making additional improvements in the collection area will will be an important focus for the IRS going forward as we continue to accelerate our transformation work. And so then again, resumption of the collection notices begins in 2024. It says that the IRS will begin sending automated collection notices and letters to individuals with tax debts prior to tax year 2022, and businesses and tax-exempt organizations, trusts, and estates with tax debts prior to 2023, with exceptions for those with existing debt in multiple years. These notices and letters were previously paused due to the pandemic and high inventories at the IRS, but we will gradually resume the next several months. Current tax year 2022 individual and third quarter 2023 business taxpayers began receiving automated collection notices this fall as the IRS took steps to return to business as usual. So again, the letters stopped during the pandemic. They're about to start that up. Make sure that if you get these letters, make sure you actually read the letters. And if you don't know what they mean, you don't understand what to do, then you need to reach out to someone. Just know that, you should file on time, even if you can't pay. That automatically saves you money because it saves you the failure to file penalty, which is 10 times more expensive than the failure to pay penalty. So filing on time already saves you money. And of course, the interest, of course, is charged from the time it's due. And remember that interest is compounding and added daily. So again, filing on time saves you money. It already saves you a penalty. Paying down your IRS debt, your tax debt, whether it's federal or state, paying that as quickly as possible also saves you on the interest. Okay. But it's great news that the IRS is going to be abating these failure to pay penalties for these taxpayers. If that's you, if you owe and for 2020 or 2021 and you have these penalties, make sure to check your IRS account to see if you have received a refund of those, if those penalties have been abated, if you paid those penalties, if they are going to be, they should be refunded to you. Okay. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope that helps you out. This is fantastic news. Okay. Have a fantastic day and I will see you all next time. Bye.